ladies and gentlemen, today on the Insight we got Jose Gallegos. Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's good, bro. That's good. Perfect.
Man, I'm Spanish, innit?
For real.
So yeah, how you been doing? How are you keeping up with quarantine and stuff like that?
I mean, it's been good. Obviously, I've been just busy with soccer and like I said earlier, staying healthy and uh, being at the top of my game for because like lately we've been having games like every 3 days, like every 4 days, so it's not much time to rest. Um, but yeah, I think we're with the team right now. We're in good form, and we just have to keep it going on Saturday.
No, for sure. Obviously for the people that don't know who you are, just give us a little introduction on yourself, innit?
Well, my name is Jose Gallegos. 18 years old. Play for San Antonio FC in the USO Championship. Um, yeah, that's about it, I think.
So yeah, how were you staying motivated before like everything came back? Like in terms of training and stuff?
Um, I knew. Well, at first it was tough, obviously, because there's not much to do. You're just at home, and there's not much you can really do.
Yeah.
So I mean, I knew. I mean, I just went in the backyard at first when quarantine was really bad. So like we would just stay at home. I just go in the back and train, do some little stuff myself, or even with my little brother, I'd bring him out and we do some stuff. And we bought a treadmill during quarantine, so
So
I've been, I would run on that. I'd be running on it daily, so that was really helpful. Um, but yeah, I'm happy everything like the season's back now. Yeah, I mean, just like I said, it was tough at the beginning, but now I like how soccer's back now and everyone's doing their thing.
for sure. Let's roll it back, man. How did you start and at what age?
Uh, I don't know exactly what age. My dad told me 3 years old, around there, four. So really, really young. I actually started playing indoor. Never didn't really get open to uh, playing outside till I was like 12, 11. That's when I joined club.
Yeah.
But I started indoor with just some like random team. I didn't even know. Like my brother, who's really big on soccer, 'cause he's the one that really brought me into the game, and he's the one that put me in an indoor team, and that's how I started, and I was doing well. So later on, I joined club which was with Classics Elite. Um, and that's where it all really started when I started playing academy, playing against like FC Dallas, Houston Dynamo, all the MLS academies, which was really good for us at the time because it's really high competition. Um, and then that's when SAFC came along and they had trainings for kids around my age. And they would just have these trainings and the coaches would come here and then and look at us and see just look around and see what players they had, and sooner or later they invited me out to the first team and to train with them and see what it was like. And so that was a big moment for me because training with the first team. I'm from here in San Antonio.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
it's like a dream come true. So
That's
obviously
mad.
this and just being called to the first team was massive for me.
Yeah, for sure. Who did you look up to when you're younger, like in terms of like players? Like you'd see
um
on TV and stuff.
like any player, any
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
professional.
yeah, yeah.
Ronaldinho, bro.
Yeah?
Ronaldinho, he always played with a smile. His skill, the way he just passed, the no look passes, everything, bro. Ronaldinho
Yeah.
was the best.
For sure. So what was your brother? I'm guessing your brother was like a massive like kind of role model impact on you in terms of like soccer and helping you like grow up then.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I mean, he uh he's the one that really would take me go train whenever I wouldn't have training, or even then his when he was in high school he would play varsity soccer, and he ended up getting or touring his ACL, and so he was out he was out for quite a while, longer than where he should have been,
Yeah.
and so really brought him down, and he didn't really end up taking soccer seriously after that. So that really impacted me as well because an injury like that, and it could just be over for you. So I'm really focus on, staying injury free, and he's special to me because he's the one that brought me into the game. So.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's sick. How was like the club football and all of that like growing up? How did you find that?
Well, I like I said, I think I went in around 10 years old, somewhere around there, and it was me and my friend because it was the first time we were ever introduced into, like, I didn't even know what like a club was. Like, I was just
Yeah.
it was indoor, and I was like, seriously. And then so they invited out me and my friend Angel.
Oh,
Um,
Angel, who's at now at UNCG?
NCG, yeah,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
Angel.
yeah, yeah. I know Angel. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've known each other since we were like 8. We
Damn,
played
that's
indoor.
crazy.
Yeah, we played indoor together, and Coach Juan, Juan La Madrid,
Yeah, yeah.
he one that invited us out to Classics Elite, play club, and so we ended up staying there, and we really liked it, especially because Coach Juan was a coach at the time, and so I stayed there all the way until 17 years old, and then sooner started playing with SAFC.
So hold on. So Classics Elite, are they connected to SAFC or like how does that work? Because I got confused when you first like told me because I knew
Yeah.
that they only had academy, but only for certain ages. But you weren't in that age, were you?
No, I was, because at the time it was Scorpions, which was the
Ah,
team before SAFC came along.
okay.
So it was Scorpions, and they had the academy, and I was in the age below the actual Scorpions academy,
Oh,
but we
okay.
against the same teams and academies. We just weren't called Scorpions Academy or whatever. Um,
Oh,
but that's when Classics was, I guess, with Scorpions and all that. But as soon as SAFC came along, they made their own academy and did their own thing.
no, for sure. How did you find out about making the move up to training with the first team? Like, how did that come about?
Um, well, we had, I think I said before, we had trainings with kids my age, and then Coach Darren Powell, who was the coach of SAFC at the time, would go and take and look at training here and then, and he would invite a couple players to train with the first team, and that's how it all started for me. I started signing with an academy contract later on,
Yeah.
uh, but it was nerve wracking at first because you go you're playing or you're training with like big time players, really experienced players that played MLS, Europe, and all that. So it was crazy at first, but you just got to look at them like they're one of you, and you got to go toe to toe with them. So I mean, it
True.
was tough because 17-year-old, 16-year-old going into training against big guys. It's crazy.
How did you find like the step? Like, what was the hardest thing for you from training with like your age group to training with the first team?
I guess the speed of play, just so they move the ball so much quicker. Like
Yeah.
at my at my age, you would just we'd move the ball around, but when you would go to the first team, like they punch it in, like they really
Yeah.
punch it in, move it quick. And if you don't, I remember Rafa Castillo would get on me so bad. If I, Rafa, right?
Yeah, man, he's a jerk, man.
Rafa would get on me, bro. So I wouldn't even like. I don't know. I'd get the ball and I'd look for the open players like quick when I was first getting into
Yeah.
the team. But obviously later on, I started getting more confidence and tried different things. But at first, now I just get the ball and give it.
For sure, man. Who would you say like kind of? So I always ask anybody like who I interview and stuff in terms of like making that bridge from wherever you were at in terms of academy or wherever to the first team. Like who, as in a player that's already there, kind of put their arm around you to kind of like show you little stuff. Because obviously it's hard making that jump into like a change room or kind of thing, especially like what you said. There's so much pressure that you put on yourself
Yeah.
before you even like playing. So was there anybody in the change room who kind of like helped you out when you came in?
I'd say Christian Pirano was really good because he treated me like we were like good friends, even though I just met the guy like last season, and he was really helpful in that, and Matt as well, the keeper, Matt Cardone, he was really good with that too, because he just talk to me and be like and give me some advice. Even though he was the keeper, now I'm always like, oh, he's like he doesn't know, but nah, Matt's actually he knew a lot on the field, and so he'd give me some advice, and Christian as well, since we put in a similar position, and he just give me advice on what to do in certain situations. But Coach Juan, since I've known him for a really long time, he just told me to express myself and go in there, with the same confidence you had as as a kid, and going up against other academy teams, do the same thing with the first team, just enjoy it. And so that was really helpful as well.